Welcome to My Midland. This is episode 5. I'm the Public Information Officer, Erin Bailey, your host, and today I'm joined by our council member for District 3, Jack Ladd.
Hi, Erin.
Thanks for coming on.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
We're so excited to chat with you today.
Yeah.
Today we're going to get right into it. We're just going to start off with asking you about your time on council so far.
Ooh,
and talk to us first about why you decided to run.
Yeah, what happened for me was I had several assistants, and they were great. And they were all from, El Paso, Dallas, what have you, and I kept losing them to Dallas and El Paso, and we were just having to hire people all the time, and luckily I've got great staff now and all that, but I was really passionate about trying to keep people here. And so part of that to me was we need more affordable housing. At the time it was really, really bad. We had the highest rent in the entire state. And so that was a big problem for us, was the high rent, but also just having more quality of life things to do. So I think that's probably my biggest passion is quality of place here in Midland.
And you touched on it with that you have assistants. So a lot of people don't realize that all of our council members have real jobs.
Right.
So talk to us a little about what you do in your daytime.
Okay, yeah, I practice family law, criminal defense, and I also which fun, we're at the police department. Criminal defense, and do corporate law and also wills and trusts. So a little bit of everything. But,
so all your assistants just kind of help you handle all your cases and everything?
Well, they just try to keep me in line.
Yeah, that can imagine your schedule is pretty busy.
Oh yeah. I couldn't do it without them. They're amazing. So yeah.
And so you've gotten them to stay in Midland. Do you talk to me about what your favorite time on council has been so far? You're a year and a half in, right?
Yeah. My favorite time was COVID. Just kidding. No, it was awful. No, my favorite time, I really, really enjoy working with the other council members. That's when I have the most fun. But definitely getting the hike and bike park passed. That was huge. That was a really, really good day. So.
And that was one of our questions for us. Talk to me about what that is going to be and what that was like for you getting that together, up and running. And
well, I couldn't have done it without Lori Blong. She and I have been working hand in hand in this whole process, and so she's been really great and really fun to work with. And what that park is going to be, well, I have a bigger vision for the park.
Okay.
But what it is now is it's a hike and bike trail park, and I don't know if your viewers have been out there yet or seen it, but it is gorgeous. I like the I-20 Nature Preserve, but I think this is even better. Because it's where Scarborough Draw ends, so you have this huge water feature that you really just don't have anywhere else in Midland. There's trees. There's an area that actually looks like a little forest. Did you go out there?
I've seen your picture. Well, we go to Harris Field a lot for fire training, but
yeah.
I haven't been actually into the back park yet.
And I just couldn't believe that we had this amazing piece of property that was owned by the city. I didn't even originally know about it. A guy I played disc golf with was like, "Man, that the city owns that. We should turn that into a disc golf course." And I was like,
is that what kind of got the wheels turning?
Yeah. So I was like, I like to play disc golf. And so I was like, I play on the weekends, usually at Windlands. And so I drove down there with him, and I asked the chief to just kind of let me in. And so the Chief Blumenauer took me around, and I was like, how is it that we are not using this? Mm-hmm. It was just this gorgeous piece of property. And so I reached out to Scarborough Foundation, to Beal, all the big donors in town. None of them were really interested, but the Permian Basin Bicycle Association was. And so working together with them and the Disc Golf Association, we were able to raise $150,000. So it cost the taxpayers no money.
Has that already all been raised?
Yeah. Oh,
wow.
Yeah. And it should be finished. We're hoping in September. It got slowed down. All that rain we had was great, but
yeah.
we got a master trail I think what they're called, master trail developer. Basically, a guy that does trails for a living.
Yeah.
And he came out there, and the rain washed out a few of them. So we're having to.
I guess that's kind of good. You know about that.
Yeah.
That would happen before the park is open.
So and it's going to be really cool. I mean, we're going to have a little pavilion out there, but my big vision is to eventually connect Harrisfield to Hogan, and then Hogan to the sports complex.
Okay.
And the sports complex to UTPB on a massive citywide hike and bike trail. So I'd like that to be kind of the terminus.
Oh, wow.
And the other terminus.
I guess, do you know how long mileage-wise that would probably be?
So we've looked at several different options. Basically what we would do, the most cost-effective would be, and this is something we're working on. I haven't even announced this or anything yet. But,
you heard it here first.
Well, I'm excited about it because this is what I'd like to see happen. And so, Lori and I have been working on the Hogan Park initiative.
Which the renderings that came out for that look phenomenal.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. And kind of like what we did with Centennial, the park it will still be owned by the city, but it won't be maintained by the city. It'll be maintained by a conservancy, just like the downtown. It'll be a different conservancy, but it'll be similar. But the goal of that is that it's not going to be just a conservancy like the one downtown where it's just, that's it. That's all they do is that one park. We'd like to see a conservancy that slowly grows. And maybe eventually take on, other things like the hike and bike trail I'm talking about. But I digress. It would follow the draws. So that would be the most cost-effective way to do it. And it'd be prettier, I think, too. And we could beautify the draws a little bit.
Yes.
Plant some trees along there. And but that's probably going to be the cheapest because we have right-of-way. So it would follow the draw system and hopefully connect the whole city. I'd like to see it connect downtown as well. So
which would be awesome.
It'd be great if you could just ride your bike downtown, ride your bike safely throughout the city, like you ride your bike to work if you wanted to. So
definitely.
Yeah.
And you touched on it a bit, but talk to me about Hogan Park and what our plans are for that.
Oh, I mean, it's going to be absolutely amazing. We're going to up the amount. Basically, we're going to create a regional park that will effectively serve the entire community for every kind of sports event you can think of. I mean, we are going to have basically a top-notch park in the state. You're going to have reasons for people to want to come to Midland and compete at our tournaments. So it's going to put heads in beds, and I think it'll be beautiful as well. So really, we're talking about a massive upgrade in our ability to host sporting events in Midland for youth and amateur sports.
And that was one of the reasons you ran, was to improve the quality of life here in Midland. So how is that master plan for Hogan Park and then the hike and bike trail helping with that?
Oh, I mean, I say again, what I'd like to see eventually is the hike and bike trail, the first leg of that be connected to Hogan. That'd be the first leg of, we would go up Scarborough Draw essentially, and then it would veer off into Hogan. So at that point, you have a good 6-mile loop
Which
in
is
that
great.
area. Yeah, but that's more for your cyclists. Again, I'd like to see a hike and bike trail that spans the city. That you can really actually use to get from point A to point B, and it's not just for hobbyist cyclists, things like that. So a more practical hike and bike trail that really could take, and eventually I'd like to see restaurants along the trail. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but like
I'm very passionate.
My vision is essentially like, have you ever been on the Katy Trail in Dallas?
Yes, yeah.
Amazing.
The ice house, that's right off there.
Yeah. And you can stop, like you can literally ride your bike to a restaurant, and you just, you can have some drinks and food and fun. And I'd love to see an environment like that where, we can tie that even into the entertainment district that we're going to be working on. So, yeah, a lot of quality of place initiatives.
Are these things that you hear from citizens that when you're out and about talking to them, that those are the things that they also want to see here?
Oh yeah, no, people are very, very excited about that park. I've had a lot of people come up to me and they ask me, when's it open and all that. So I'm ready for it to open. In fact, we're taking Sammy Steele. She gets an exclusive. We're taking her to the park to show her what we've done so far on Wednesday. So hopefully people will get a sneak peek of it on the news.
So this comes out Friday. So hopefully by the time that this airs, they can already see some video of it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's going to be really cool. So real excited about that. But yeah, I think I'm getting the most comments though. Not as much about the hike and bike trail as the entertainment district.
Okay, so do you want to touch on that a bit?
Oh,
the
sure,
mayor,
yeah.
when we interviewed the mayor, that was over 2 months ago now.
Mm-hmm.
That was like he was like, we think we're going to get it done. It could happen. But now there actually is some plans. And
oh, yeah, it's happening. We'll probably have it up and running officially, fingers crossed, sometime in August.
So what does that mean for the city?
Oh, it's going to be a game changer for the city. Especially for quality of place. I mean, so obviously the one people are most excited about is open container.
Yes. That's the perfect area for it.
It is. Now there's some complications because the Conservancy, that's a no drinking area. Like that's like Centennial Park, that's one of their rules. So it's something if we make it legal at the park, which we could do as the city, there's some insurance issues, but so the question is will the park be part of the open container or will it just be the periphery? So the entertainment district, you would be able, the way we've got it mapped right now is, do you know where Stake 42 is? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that would be the furthest extent of the entertainment district, and it would go all the way to the Busch Convention Center.
Oh, wow.
And so you could walk with a beer in your hand from Stake 42 to the park legally. So the entertainment district also allows it makes it easier for businesses to open up in that area so long as they meet certain criteria, like if they're a restaurant, a movie theater, what have you. Anything entertainment related will have a much easier time there. Now, those people that benefit from the entertainment district, what the eventual vision would be is that we are going to impose a smaller tax on that, because what we want to do is make this a really nice area. Think of Sundance Square in Fort Worth.
Okay.
If you're in Fort Worth, that's an entertainment district. So that you can do
like the stockyards and everything.
Yeah. That's all entertainment district. It's all open container. And
Fredericksburg.
Fredericksburg's another entertainment district. And so what we do is that with that money, we would pay for extra trash service so that, we keep the area nice. We would have eventually nicer signage downtown, special lighting downtown, make it really nice, and have it look really pretty. And then eventually what I'd like to see is that you have like a gate that would shut down Wall Street during the weekends.
Oh, wow.
So you'd lower it at certain hours, and that way it's just a pedestrian street.
That would be neat.
And I mean, you could probably do that with Colorado as well. But
because the Yucca, that's on Colorado, right?
Yeah, the Yucca would be part of the entertainment district, yeah. So you could go from Mummers to, eat dinner.
It's just that's so great for those businesses because you can just, I don't know, I guess essentially bar hop, but just walk around and enjoy the nice weather that
Midland has. And it's not just alcohol, but I think that's what people are very excited about. But I mean, you look at the Low Street Market. I mean, the success that has, and I just think what downtown is becoming is really exciting to me. And I think a lot of young families, young Midlanders, they're starting a family because you just go out there and it's such a family environment. Everyone's having fun, and the kids are running around at that park, rolling down that hill, and and mom can shop. There's all those great apparel stores. And,
so with what are we calling it again?
Oh, the entertainment district?
Entertainment district. I was like, I know it's downtown, but will other clothing stores be allowed to come in? Does that fit the classification?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Any apparel, anything like that would fit the classification. But also, eventually, we want to create a cultural district. So, I think it's called the historic district now. I mean, it's just something we named it. It's not like a classification. The cultural district would be the Museum of the Southwest, the Arts Council, that area, and it would basically, it would incur it. That one's harder to do than the entertainment district because it comes with extra benefits from the state. The state has to approve it. But we could effectively get special grants for the Museum of the Southwest.
Oh, wow.
And it allows for an area of Midland that would really encourage art projects, art studios, glass blowing shops, things like that, that I think would really improve the culture and quality of life for Midlanders too. So I think that's the next step after the entertainment district.
Does the entertainment district have to be approved by the state as well?
No,
or is that, you
no,
can
that's just
do
us.
That?
We can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I say that TABC has to approve it, but they apparently always do. So we're not too worried about it. But
shouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah.
And we're hoping that's up and running by the end of summer.
Yes, hopefully
Okay.
so. Now the signage, the tax thing I was talking about, we're still playing with that. But the part people are interested in will be effective probably by the end of the summer.
And if people want to get involved or help or assist or do whatever needs to be done to make that happen, is there a way they can do so? Or
Well, what I'd like to do, I mean, right now, I think we're just trying to it's really just the city has to allow it. But I think like what we'd like to do is find a good source of money to beautify the area and keep it nice. And also one of the other things we want to do is have a special police force for that area that's specific to that downtown entertainment district. Like dedicated officers that's their beat, so to speak.
Okay.
Yeah. So like we really want to make it a special area.
And then that just makes the people that are out about there feel that much safer. With the
Absolutely.
new lightings,
Yeah.
the signs, police. That,
Right. Yeah. We want it to be a even though there's the alcohol element, we want it to be a family environment. So, I mean, we're going to keep it nice, very nice. So,
those are all things to help with the quality of place,
think
quality
so.
of life. And another big project that was in your district is Fire Station 5.
Mhm.
So talk to me about what that means for District 3.
well, I would say, well, one, it's huge for District 3 because it's right smack dab in the middle of District 3, which is Central Midland for your viewers. That's my district. So District 3 is basically, the way I describe it to people is like Midland College to downtown and, let's say, well, actually like Goddard Midland College to downtown and then it just goes all the way to Midland Drive to Big Spring
wow.
Street. It's like, yeah, almost every landmark that you can think of that's like Midland High's in District 3, Lee High's in District 3, the hospital's in District 3.
The George Bush Childhood
The
Home.
George Bush Childhood Home, the Pepto-Bismol house, the duck pond is in District 3. So that's District 3, very
Yes.
central Midland. But what's so important about this new fire station is the fact that, well, it's amazing what they did with the small plot of land they had. They were able to add, there used to be just 2 fire engines that could go in there, now there can be 3. And effectively, all the officers and are they called officers? No, I guess it's just firemen. Firefighters. All the firefighters that stay there are going to be the busiest in the city because it's so centrally located. It will be the primary backup for probably every other, with the exception I think of Fire Station 11. Yeah. So they're going to be very, very busy. So and when I went there, they were already so busy that Chief Blumenauer was having to put together beds.
Yes.
For the guys. So I mean, they're really doing some good stuff there. But it's a beautiful fire station, really nice. So I'm excited for them. I'm excited for us that we have that capability, and it's all about keeping it under a 5-minute response time, and we can do that now.
And are there any other projects or big things on the horizon that you want to talk about?
Those weren't big enough.
Yeah, I know, right? They're very exciting.
Yeah, those are kind of where I'm paying the most attention right now. Obviously, it's campaign season for some of my cohorts, and so I'll leave it up to them to figure out what the next big other things are. So, but I think we've got our plate full right now. Yeah.
With that, we'll lead into our fun fact questions. Are you ready?
Which I was not told these ahead of time.
Yeah, no, these are rapid fire.
This is rapid fire. Okay.
We like to see what everyone says for the first thing that pops into their mind.
Okay.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh, wow. It's got to be Thor Ragnarok. No question. Love that
Okay.
movie. I've watched it like a million times.
That's a first. We haven't gotten that one
Yeah.
yet. Your favorite place to eat in Midland?
Chick-fil-A.
Okay. That's mine too, so I can't really say anything about it.
I'd love to say something specific because I love like the patio and I love Luigi's, but Chick-fil-A.
That's where you frequent
That's my
the
passion.
most.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm like diehard Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Literally, these two can tell you I eat there probably four times a week.
I used to work at Chick-fil-A.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All through
that was
college.
my first high school job.
Oh,
Yeah.
So great.
Yeah.
And that's what, people
I gained
say
like 40 pounds.
No way.
Yeah. I was always testing the nuggets, you gotta make sure they're good.
You're like packing them up and you're like, yeah, that would, if a fry would fall out, I'd be like, ooh, I'll take that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
Orange.
If you could have one superpower, what would you choose?
To call people out on their BS.
Okay.
I instantly know it was BS.
So almost like to read minds?
No, just like I would instantly know it was BS, and I'd call them out on it.
Okay. Are you a dog or cat person?
Dog.
Your go-to karaoke song?
I don't know. That's a good one.
That one gets everyone.
I would go with Johnny Cash. Probably. What's that? Folsom Prison. Was it? Isn't that what
I don't know that one.
It's a good one.
Okay. Your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show? Man, that's a tough one. I like so many
It can be
shows.
old, new, something you're streaming, something you've already watched.
Okay, yeah, I'd probably say Invincible. I like
Okay.
that show. It's on Amazon Prime. It's really good.
What is it about?
It's like a superhero cartoon, but it's like an adult cartoon, so it's like
Oh.
yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for everybody. It's a little violent. But
Watch the previews.
yeah, watch
See
the
if you
previews
like it.
first. Yeah.
Your favorite sports team is?
Texas Longhorns.
I knew you were going to say that one. Your favorite type of music?
Definitely old school rock, like Led Zeppelin, Def Leppard, those types.
Okay.
Yeah.
And our last one. If you could have one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, no question. It'd be the number one Chick-fil-A. Yeah. With
Just
the
a
fries.
classic?
Yeah.
Do you do pickles, no pickles?
So I'm weird. I don't like the physical pickle, but I like the pickle I take the pickles off.
But you like the
I
pickle
like the pickle
juice?
taste.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I always throw the pickles in the little bag. I'm
Do
like,
you use
"Get outta
Chick-fil-A
here."
sauce, Polynesian?
No, I just eat it how it is.
No sauce, really?
I don't
Not
put
even for your
sauce on it.
fries?
No. And I'm weird with fries. I like mayonnaise with fries.
Oh, I love
Not
mayonnaise,
ketchup.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mix the two.
Oh, you mix them.
Mhm.
Isn't that just special sauce or something?
That's what people call it, yeah. I don't know. My dad and mom always did that, so I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that's the thing you gotta do. But
Yeah.
mayonnaise makes everything better.
Oh yeah.
But that's all I have for the fun facts.
Okay.
You did great.
Oh, good.
Aced it. And now we'll do the citizen questions.
Okay.
The first one.
And I haven't been given these either.
No.
I got one, right?
You got one.
Okay.
Do you know if the city will ever get a Costco?
This is the one I was given ahead
Yeah.
of time. So I've gotten so many different answers on this, but the most recent one I got was that they were hesitant to put the Costco in Midland because apparently the one in Lubbock isn't doing that well.
Okay.
So it's not say it's impossible
It's
or
just
anything
on
like
hold,
that.
right?
It's on hold. It's on hold. So
And not on our end, on Costco.
right. Oh yeah. We want it.
Yeah.
We want Costco. But it's on hold, and it's nothing from our end. It's just they put it on hold. So we'll see. Hopefully, we just go up to Lubbock and start buying stuff there. Maybe they'll build one here.
I went to school in Lubbock, and Costco came right when I was still in school there. I think right before my senior year, and I kid you not, my sister and I would go every Sunday. And probably this might be what a lot of college kids are doing. Might be why they're not doing well. Would go just to eat all the samples, not buy anything, but just get like a little lunch because
That's a good idea.
The samples at Costco are like no place else.
So I was talking to Lori about Costco. I've never been to a Costco.
Oh, we're Costco kids, I
So-
guess you would call it. I have no idea.
I was like, well, it's just like Sam's, and Lori almost lost her mind on me. She was like, it's not like Sam's.
No, you can't.
It's nicer than Sam's.
Like I always say, like Walmart, Target,
Yeah.
Sam's, Costco.
Okay. Yeah, she really emphasized to me how wrong I was about that, and
Well,
that we had to have a Costco. I was like,
I mean, I
okay,
would love
okay.
a Costco, but there's
Yeah.
also I feel like another grocery store people are very passionate about, a Trader Joe's in Austin.
Oh
Did you guys
yeah,
have those?
love Trader Joe's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would love to
yeah.
get one of those out here.
Yeah,
But
we were in Fort Worth. My wife and I were 2 weekends ago, and we specifically did our grocery shopping at Trader Joe's on the way home. So,
oh yeah, if I know
because they have some good stuff there.
yeah, and it's like just the Trader Joe's brand.
Oh, I know.
Whereas it's literally like
can't
I'll
get
like
it
bring
here.
a Yeti just to go to Trader
That's
Joe's
exactly
before
what
I
we
go.
did. I'm not kidding. We did exactly that. Yeah, because they have like a lot of really good prepackaged stuff. So if you're busy, it's like really good for that.
Yes, yeah, but
And it seems to be healthy.
I
mean,
you know-
I don't get the healthy stuff. That's Elena. Elena does that.
yeah, I mean, they're like Reese's or the peanut butter cups that they have.
Yeah, I like the maple cookies. They're like these
Oh.
like, I don't know, it's like a maple cream sandwich cookie. Oh, it's not
Yeah.
good.
We're talking. Sorry, none of you can get one. But if you go out of town, which we want you to stay in Midland, but you know, if you do go to Trader Joe's, they can try maple cookies.
Oh, it's good. Yeah.
Next question: as a lifelong Midlander, what would you tell people that are considering moving here?
That the best is yet to come. That
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have a painting in my house that's just called "When Midland Was Venice," and it's really like it's downtown Midland. It's like I found this painting, I loved it, and basically they just replaced the painting. Like they replaced the streets with water, and it's like people are like in boats,
wow.
like in little gondolas in downtown Midland. It's like my favorite painting, and I always look at it and I always think about that, and I was like, man, I really want people. Not that I want to flood the streets. I don't want to. I want to emphasize.
Yeah.
I don't want to flood the streets. But just that vision that Midland can be more than what people think of it. Like that. Oh, it's just like a stopping point for a lot of people. You know, that's what it is. It's like I'm coming here to work, and then I'm going to make some money, and then I'm going to go move to Dallas, or I'm going to move to Austin, or whatever. I don't want it to be that. I think when I went to the Low Stream Market, I guess that was June 5th, 3rd, something like that. I saw what I wanted Midland to be. It was so fun. Like there were just kids all over the park, stores open, people, you know, selling things, making money, you know, having fun. I mean, like it, you know, splash pad, like it just like it felt like a bigger city. It felt like I was, you know, a place that I'd be happy to stay here. And so I think that a lot of the things that we're working on now are going to convince people that this is a place that they want to stay, not just as a stopping ground.
And even I've been here 2.5 years now, and there's so many new things just in that short amount of time that have popped up and made Midland an even better place for
Right.
younger people and
Yeah.
I guess the young professionals you would call
Yes.
them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That make it be like, oh, you know, you
Yeah.
can, and it's a great place to raise a family, so
Oh yeah. Yeah.
makes you want to stay. But what's your favorite park in Midland?
Winlands.
Because of disc golf?
Because of disc golf, yeah. And it's right by my house, so I can just I love that. Is it Zero-Scape? Zero-Scaped, right?
Is it
like
that?
yeah, a big part of it is.
Yeah,
Like a big chunk is just Zero-Scaped.
and that's getting an upgrade too.
Yeah.
Midlands Park.
Yeah, we're getting an upgrade to, well, not the Zero-Scape part, but the
The
grass,
exercise equipment,
all
right?
the exercise equipment, the soccer fields. We're actually going to have soccer fields that don't have stickers in them.
Yeah.
I mean, someone was telling me the other day that they had to buy a pair of socks for their kids every soccer game because they were so full of burrs that it wasn't even practical to wash
Yeah.
them. Like, so we're getting an upgrade to Windlands. This is a project I worked on with Lori as well. Windlands, Beale, Butler, and Ray's Mashburn. Those
Okay.
are in addition to Hogan. So we just laid the groundwork to really improve those. And we picked those parks because that was it was the major park in each of the 4 districts. So.
Are there any other, which I guess that leads right into this citizen question, any other recreational projects?
Those
You've
are the big
mentioned
ones
quite a
right now.
few, yeah.
Those are the big ones right now. Is the improve. What we're hoping to do is improve our biggest, most used parks, and at that point, we're hoping it inspires people to want to improve some of their local smaller parks. Like in fact, I got reached out to by some constituents that wanted to just spend their own money, raise their own money to improve Hogan Park. And I'd love to see a pilot project like that where citizens go out and take the time to where we can do it hand in hand with the city. The city can allow citizens to beautify their own parks. I'd like to see pilot program like that, and I'm working with some of them to see if we can possibly do that. And I'd love to see citizens. I mean, it's kind of like Mayor I'm paraphrasing, but it was kind of like, ask not what your city can do for you, but what you can do for your city. So I think that that's an opportunity for people to really step up and beautify the area that they live in.
Then this question, I don't think you have children, right?
No.
So you might know, you might not. It says, what are things for kids to do in summer in Midland?
Well, there's the movies in the park. Those are great. You can look those up. Is that on the city website? Mm-hmm. It's on the city website, movies in the park. Obviously, everything downtown is, all the parks there are just amazing right now. The splash pad, you got a splash pad at Garfield Park. It's called what am I thinking of? Dennis the Menace.
I was like,
not it's on Garfield.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
I
don't think we have a park called Garfield Park. There's water features at a lot of places now because you can go to Security Bank, Centennial, Dennis the Menace, and the city pools are little water parks in themselves. They're great.
Oh yeah, no, they're great, and we're working on getting some more stuff that I think would be more fun for the kiddos. Right now, it's the classics, bowling and Green Acres.
Did you get to go out there?
Yeah, I went out to. It was gorgeous, what I honestly. At some point, I think it'd be cool if we brought Green Acres into that Hogan Conservancy or something like that, where I just think there's a lot of potential out in that area. So I'm really glad that the guys down there revitalized it because it's exactly how it was when I was a kid.
Wow.
We got the owner, or the current owner, he was like, it was, growing up there, they were like, this place was a dump, but it was our dump. And I was like, it's not a dump anymore. It is a very, very nice course, and it's got like a water feature and an arcade.
And it's mini golf, yeah?
It's mini golf.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I hopefully they can add some, I think they might eventually add some more holes, but right now it's an 18-hole course. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
Fun for all ages.
Yeah, that's right.
That was our last citizen question.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you want to let the citizens of Midland know about?
Just if you ever have any questions for me, you can email me, jladd@midlandtexas.gov. I always answer. I respond to every email that's sent to me directly. If you send it to everybody, I might or might not. But if you send it to me directly and address it to me, I will respond. So if you have any further questions or concerns or anything, you can always reach out to me and I'll figure out a way that if I can help, I will.
And they can follow your Facebook page as well.
That's true.
You do little videos every now and then.
Every now and again. Usually my wife does them.
She's like, we're doing a Facebook Live tonight.
I'm just in them. Yeah. Yeah, so I leave it up to the professionals for stuff like that. So.
Well, Jack, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it, guys.
Everyone, that concludes episode 5 of My Midland. We'll talk to you next time.